Involving competing morning show hosts went back to the courtroom today. WIXX host Natalie Jansen filed a temporary restraining order against former KISS FM personality Richard Otis Day and another woman for online harassment. Victoria Frazier was in the courtroom and joins us live with details.
Cammie, Richard Day, Emily Chagnon, and Natalie Jansen, the key people involved in this case, were all in the courtroom today. Now, this injunction hearings reviewed a temporary restraining order requested by Jansen last spring. This stems from a social media page that Jansen says harassed her and invaded her privacy. Day took the stand and testified for about 3 hours today. His attorney argues that Day had no control over the post and comments made toward Jansen. According to court documents, Chagnon took a photo of Jansen outside of Lambeau Field without her knowledge. During the investigation, detectives confirmed Chagnon used a burner social media page under the alias of Sally Gibson to harass Jansen. Jansen's attorneys say in March of 2024, Day admitted that he knew Chagnon was using a burner page to post about Jansen. He then played a voicemail that Otis Day left a former co-worker 1 year later, where Day said the opposite.
It's not me. I don't know if this will clear anything up for you guys, and you'll probably believe what you want to believe, but 100% not me. Nothing to do with it. Don't know whose page it is.
Now, in court today, Day did testify that once Chagnon started posting about Jansen's kids in her custody battle, he felt like things were going too far, but he never told her to stop and says that he regretted that. Now, the judge did extend this hearing to go on until a date in July. For now, reporting live in Green Bay, Victoria Frazier, Action 2 News.